last time, please?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just wanna make
Okay,
sure.
like anything that happened before the panini is gone. I don't know. I don't know. But you want to tell them? You seem very urged to tell them.
No, I'd like to actually start this whole panel by saying I know that Pokemon is more successful. I guess, and I know it's the fan favorite.
Yes.
But what Jimmy and I are going to do are basically defend why we love it, why we enjoy it more. And we're not trying to change any sides or anything, but we're just going to defend our love for Digimon. And that's what I'm going to preface this whole panel by saying. But also, I'm going to say one more thing on a less humble note. We did win last time. We got the crowd to sing the Digimon theme song. It was amazing, but I'm also not here to go, Digimon's better. I'm just going to defend why we love it so much.
It's not Digimon is better. It's Digimon's better to me because...
If I remember correctly, you were handing out $5 bills as people came into the...
There were $50 bills. I'm broke. I'm homeless. But
anyways, yeah, it's gonna
check
be
under your
fun.
seats, everyone.
Wait, am I getting a $50 bill?
I was like, wait.
Here's 100 for you. Thank you.
I just got a water bottle. What's up with this, Colin?
Check under your left shoe. $1.
I see poo-poo that's about to get on.
It's in your car. Check it later.
Really just wipe it.
I left it under your pillow just when you get home.
We're breaking the ice the best way we can. I am the moderator slash host slash attempting to do what they asked me to do, Stephanie, aka Sandy. Hi. Power Ranger man without me. But speaking of Power Ranger man over here, his name's Colin, Team Digimon.
That's the courage.
Oh, he needs all the
guys?
courage. All the courage, you need all the courage. And we
And
got your
Demon's my
buddy.
favorite, just so you know.
We got your buddy Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy. Buddy, crest of friendship. Yeah.
He's a Digivolve himself.
Yeah, so we have
To be fair, I didn't know that's the crest you had.
crest of friendship.
You know mine?
Yes.
Whoa,
Because
okay.
you told me
The host might be
1,000 times.
honest.
And then for Team Pokemon, we've got Kurt Bros and Tiffany. Stitch Trust.
I'm a good sport. I respect you guys.
Yes. And we got Ash Kachan coming in from the bag. Hey.
Ash, yes.
Yeah.
I wonder whose team he's on. Is he Team Digimon or Team Pokemon?
He's Digimon.
I think he might be.
I would say, I hope so.
We'll
He
see.
turns around his hat. It's Digimon.
He puts goggles on.
It's gonna get really weird really quick, but
Spoiler, we're all actually just Monster Rancher fans.
Dude, the third table just has people for Monster Rancher.
Can we do that next year?
I was transported to a. Do you know the song?
Oh man,
I
I'm
never
gonna be
watched
living
Monster
on
Rancher.
I
that.
did watch Monster
Hanging
Rancher.
entirely.
I was a fan of all the Mons.
Let's go ahead and start with, you know, the basic foundation of things. The OG Digimon and Pokemon show. So, opening statements, who wants to go?
Yes, I'd like to start because Pokemon is definitely the mainstream fan favorite. But the thing that sets, what'd you say?
Stop supporting Pokemon.
Oh no, then I'm going to give a little backhanded compliment. But Digimon was different because these Digimon had more personalities, not just saying their name over and over, and they could go really, really big and then get really, really cute again. And the power of friendship and their compatibility is what made them stronger. And then if you're like, hey, this guy can't fit in my car, you go straight back down to rookie, you're in training, you throw him in your front seat.
If you throw him around enough, he'll be an egg again.
So, to piggyback off of his, the reason I like Digimon is that whole companionship. So, you get one Digimon, that's your friend, that's your buddy, that's who you're gonna grow with. And compared to Pokemon, you gotta catch them all. Oh, when you have so many Pokemon in your storage, I can guarantee you that most of them will never see the light of day after you capture them, right? And if you play Pokemon Go, you're gonna mulch them to get Pokemon candy to evolve your better Pokemon, right? It's like, there's no friendship there.
There's no heart.
There's no heart, there's no soul. And that's why I prefer Digimon, because I have my buddy.
All right, Pokemon, let's go.
Well, as someone with no soul, I personally,
Kurt, take it.
right, I feel like that's a bonus for our entire experience. And like Colin was saying, Pokemon is the fan favorite. Pokemon
That's all you
is
got.
the better show, so he already knows, and it's good that he's not here trying to convince anyone for Digimon because he just couldn't do it, you guys.
Yeah, with the original show especially, I mean, who doesn't love Ash, Jesse, James? The characters are so strong. They might be a little simple because they're originally for children. The anime, the games are a little more adult, but the anime is a little for children. But everybody knows the Pokemon theme song. Everybody
That's right.
knows the
Everyone knows
Pokemon
the
rap.
Yeah, the Digimon theme song's pretty easy. It's Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions, and you repeat that over and over and over again until you lose your voice.
Dope trap beat behind it.
Well,
Yes.
here's a question to our opponents. Which singer of which theme song has been in a previous anime Pasadena?
Ooh.
Spoiler, it was
Me.
Pokemon.
Well, to be fair, he goes to every convention.
Hey, because he loves the fans. That's the thing about Pokemon. The Pokemon
Loves the
creators
paycheck.
love the fans. And the original intention of Pokemon, if I can sidetrack but relate to everything, was, the creator, he was, as a young boy, he was into collecting insects, and he wanted to get out of his shell. He had some issues with making friends, getting out in the world, and that's the point of Pokemon. You get out in the world with your phone, with your DS back in the day, you make friends, you collect Pokemon, and some of those Pokemon do become your friends. It's not just toss them some.
So to kind of go off of that, the original intention. So by the way, whoever either owned a Tamagotchi or maybe knows what a Tamagotchi is,
Hands up if
digital
you had a
fans?
Tamagotchi.
All right, so Digimon started off as a Tamagotchi that you can battle with your friends. That was much easier to access than a Game Boy with the link cable, because if you look at these Digivices, they all have the same exact prongs. The original Digivice with like the season 4, you can connect them together and you can fight and you can battle and you can build friendships. And it's better than Pokemon if you ask me.
I feel like
You can-
Colin brought Jimmy to be like
He's
the
my
person
secret weapon.
to talk about
Well,
Digimon.
first of
As
all-
he sits back, it looks pretty.
How many people killed their Tamagotchi like immediately?
Yes, they can bring up. See, think about this, Digimon never actually die. They turn back to data, you get them eggs, and they're cute babies again, and you watch them grow all over again. Digimon don't die. I'm just saying, if Charmander gets his tail wet, he's dead, like dead.
Well,
The
see-
cemetery is for Digimon.
In the real world, you have to learn about consequences, like how Charmander almost died because his trainer hated him and left him out in the rain, and Ash almost died, but he was brought back by the power of love because you too understood that Ash loves his Pokemon.
Kurt, you just said the real world, and your real world was an episode of a cartoon.
Wait, okay. Who here thinks cartoons are the real world? Raise hands.
You guys need medication.
I mean, no, like,
That's why conventions exist, Kurt.
I'm just saying, like these Digimon stands for digital monsters. For those who haven't been paying attention, these are digital monsters. Literally, Digimon are real. I'm just saying, Pokemon aren't. You can't.
You do have digital monsters.
Well, you can hold a Pokemon in your hand in a whole binder of full of cards.
There's cards. There's the Digimon trading card game that came out last year, and it's really fun. Has anyone been playing Digimon TCG besides me? Isn't it fun? Isn't it a really good time?
We
And
have
the-
a dope elf warrior on our side. That's
And the fact that
You're my new hero.
Here's a point against Pokemon. If you try to go to Target to buy Pokemon cards, you can't because everyone's buying them to scalp them on eBay. You can walk into any trading card game store and you can buy Digimon cards, and they're go to Core TCG here in Pasadena. That you're gonna have Digimon cards. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
they're
because
easier to get.
if
and
nobody
they're
wants
fun.
them, because they're the follower, yeah,
No,
I think
no.
that Digimon
For
fans are
those,
just more calm.
you have people who don't even know, who don't like Pokemon, buying Pokemon cards to scalp them on eBay. The real fans who want to play Digimon can get to play Digimon because they're easier to get.
But if it gets too popular, then they're going to be just like Pokemon cards.
Well,
Yeah, but we'll cross that bridge when we
let's
get
be honest. The real fan, singular, who wants to play Digimon cards.
There's at least 3 of us in here. All right,
And I just joined too. I got them for my birthday. I'm ready
we
to
got
go.
4 here.
All right, guys. I have a question for the crowd, if that's okay, Miss Host. Just one.
I'm never
At
gonna do
this
it again.
point, who is more of a Digimon fan than a Pokemon fan? Okay, I knew that we were going to
It's
be
a
the minority.
warm little-
Okay, thanks. This is tired. All right, and Pokemon fans? Hands up. And then
Do you
how
like
about
Pokemon?
both? Are there a lot of both people? Okay. See, that's cool.
See,
That you
there we
guys-
go. There's a friendship rainbow coming
So
out.
has
over
anyone
there.
here not seen Digimon? like at all?
Anyone zero
So,
experience with
so for
Digimon?
those of you who raise your hand, can you promise me to watch Digimon Ghost Game? It's on Crunchyroll right now. It's a lot of fun, and if you leave that and you don't love Gamamon, you can yell at me on Twitter because it is such a fun, cute show. And if you like creepy things, it has this like slight horror element to it while still managing to be cute and epic. I highly recommend it. I'm sure everyone here at Anime Pasadena has a Crunchyroll account. Just give it a watch. It's like 7 episodes, maybe 8 episodes in.
Damn,
It's-
Jimmy, sounds like free advertisement.
And then follow that up with the sad Gengar sitting on the steps meme, because it's way better than the show.
Wait. Question. Which one is your favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon? Or their favorite?
We could go across,
Okay.
be nice to each other.
And then
for just a
ask them
second,
their
and then we'll
favorite
crush them all.
Digimon, right?
Oh
Crush
yeah.
them all,
So yeah.
Tiffany.
I mean, I'm basic. I'm a Pikachu girl. I love my Pika. He's my original. He's cute. He's shocked. He's adorable. He's memeable. And I think part of Pokemon is just it's so ingrained in pop culture, and especially like Pika, our giant Pika outside, and he's my favorite.
So
These are all that answers,
shocking.
yeah.
Kurt.
Yeah, as another OG old guy here, yeah, Ghastly Haunter Gengar, that evolution line is my favorite. I love the ghost types. I love the creepiness.
Cool. Jim.
So I have a few favorite Pokemon because despite the fact that I'm on Team Digimon, I did grow up with Pokemon. I am a 90s kid, so I do have several favorite. Like I like the kind of more humanoid Electabuzz, Magmar, Scyther. Like those are my favorites. But if I had to go like my all-time favorite, just going back to when I was a little boy, Mewtwo. Like
damn.
I had the golden Pokemon card from Burger King. I had like the cards, the figures, like I had a shirt with him on it, so I'll go with him.
Colin.
For me, I've always wanted a Growlithe, and then for him to evolve into Arcanine, like ride him to work. I thought that'd be really cool. So that's mine.
Cool. Now, audience, do any of you not like any of those Pokemon? Raise your hand. It's okay, I will not judge. You are in a safe space.
Where's the
Until
favorite
after the
Digimon
panel.
question?
So any of those Pokemon that they just listed, do you not like them, or do you like them? Like?
We like them.
You hate on Growlithe?
Aw.
Okay, I forgive you.
I was like, dang, a little hate there. That's okay.
I just want to ride Arcanine to work. That's what I want. No,
It's gonna
no
get
gas.
interesting. Now, Digimon. Let's talk Digimon. Who's your favorite? Singular.
Starting from Tiffany?
We can finish with Tiffany.
Okay, for me, I like Vmon and his Digivolutions, and Davis, his Digidestin, is here, doing signing for Rock Lee, and he was also Davis, but I love Vmon, his relationship with Davis, and all of his Digivolutions, but also Davis's character development was just, I loved it as a kid.
To me, I'm wearing the shirt, but I love Gabumon specifically.
Yeah.
Gabumon, he's often in the shadows of Agumon in terms of popularity, but Gabumon goes from Gabumon to Garurumon to to War Garurumon, gets jeans and like brass knuckles.
Sexy werewolf.
And then he goes back to his like, with metal and like guns everywhere. Guns come out of his paws. Like, it's just so dope.
It's Digimon, baby.
And he gets diffused with Wargreymon and become Omnimon. So like,
That's fine.
he's my favorite. He's cuddly. I don't care if I get stabbed with this horn. Like, I want one. I want 5.
Oh, there's so
This
much
guy's
love
dope.
in that one. Kurt?
What's the sexy angel one?
Angel.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, there you go. That's fine.
Kurt's lonely. He wants the Angel one.
We know why you watch Digimon, Kurt.
Tiffany, you got one? She says Pikachu-mon, which is like that. That's all she's got.
She said Agumon.
It's my Tamagotchi.
Wait, hold on. There's a
Colin
There's a
Yeah,
Gatomon.
Gatomon Digivolves into Energicalmon. So yeah, Gatomon.
Lady
She's got
Gaga.
some bling on her tail.
She's like Dogmon.
Cool, because the next question is, who would win Pokemon versus Digimon? Do you think Blastoise would win, or Metal Garurumon or Warrior?
Oh, can I answer this? Can I answer
I think
this?
that Gabumon's Digidestin.
So, alright, so
Stand up for the audience.
So
they can see your
Blastoise
shirt.
and
Go for that,
Garurumon
Jimmy.
have something very similar in common. They both have cannons on them, right?
Jimmy, stand up real
But
quick. Okay, so this is why he's talking.
So,
You can sit down.
Blastoise, yeah, has water cannons, but like, have you ever taken a Nerf gun to a gun war? take a Super Soaker into war. Like, you're not gonna walk out fine. That's all Blastoise has going for him. He can shoot water at you, he can surf, maybe he can do Earthquake, but like, Garurumon, Metal Garurumon specifically has wings. He can fly. He has missiles with his face on them, and you can shoot at it, and I don't think the giant turtle has a chance.
I concur.
Well, Pokemon is not about murdering things.
Depends on who you're asking.
I know. Right? He has
Well,
he doesn't
okay,
know
the manga-
Kid. You don't know Kid, right?
You never played Nuzlocke?
Well, I would say that, as somebody who plays the game a lot, as long as you love your Blastoise enough, it can endure, it can survive.
Well, as long as you love your Metal Garurumon enough, he can do the same. It's the power of
It's
friendship.
water versus missiles. That's
It
basically.
gets really fun when they just start yelling at each other and I don't have to do anything. I'm like, my job is done.
I'm
They're
gonna
supposed to
send
yell at each
out,
other.
I'll send out my Arceus, which is the actual
fans are not
god.
yelling. We're chill.
No, they're not yelling. They're just talking at each other.
We're talking with
It's so
passion.
fun.
It's devolving into chaos.
It's water versus missiles. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the baby forms? The little baby versions.
The baby version. So that means
Squirtle
Squirtle versus Gabumon.
Yeah.
Gabumon.
Gabumon.
Oh, who's here now?
Oh, Squirtle would out-cute any day.
Dude, Squirrel Turtle, what more do you want?
You have a fuzzy little guy with a coat on. He's half lizard. He has a nice fur coat. He has a horn, and he
None of
talks
it
like
sounds
this. Gabumon.
Again, it's more of a water versus like blue energy thing.
Well, now hold on, is it regular Squirtle or are we talking like Squirtle Squad, Squirtle Gang Squirtle?
As far as okay, so the only difference there is Squirrel's wearing sunglasses. He doesn't gain powers by being protected from the sun.
He looks cool.
Yeah, what if there's sun in their eyes while they battle? Like, he's safe.
He can squint. He's like, he'll be alright.
UV protection, he's not getting cancer.
They could like fight at the beach. He's ready.
No, I think Gabumon still wins.
I have a question about Gabumon.
Yes.
Where did the fur come from? And what's
No, they
under
did
the
a whole episode
fur?
about this.
Yeah, he
There
is.
is an episode about what episode is it?
So Matt was really cold. It's his Digidestin, and he's super cold. And Gabumon, in a silhouette, takes off his fur and puts it on his Digidestin because of the power of friendship. And Matt survives the super cold night. So we don't know where the fur came from, but we know that he would sacrifice his fur to protect his boy.
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
yeah.
God.
See?
That's very similar to when Jiggly had to get Team Rocket to fall asleep and die in the cold. Who remembers that great episode?
Wait, didn't you just say that Pokemon isn't about murder?
So
Who
Jiggly
says
says
this?
this.
Well, Team Rocket is the bad guys though, so they should
They're
have
misunderstood. Jesse and James are misunderstood.
Do you remember when Meowth learned English to get a girl?
Oh, no, okay, hold on. Everybody out there, how heartbreaking was it? He learned English for love.
I've learned a lot of things
There are
from
kids in the
love,
audience.
okay?
There are kids in the audience.
And it's all
He,
heartbreaking.
he learned English for pussy. basically.
To be fair,
There's 8 children there, and other children right there.
I'm so
Gosh
sorry.
darn it!
for cats,
Colin.
for cats. That's your fair cats. So yeah.
That's what I meant. I
To
didn't mean
be
the other
fair, I
one.
guess it was a cat.
Guys, I hope I didn't lose you on the Digimon side by saying
We
that.
apologize. He does not represent this panel.
I'm like,
That's
I'm
his right
turning
now.
to Redmon because I'm embarrassed.
He said, my name is Colin, and these words are my own, and do not represent the views of Nerdbot Studios.
But see, now
Disclaimer.
I'm a little concerned to ask this question because I just
I'll
kind
be
of
good.
cut them off
I'll
and
be
read it.
good.
I apologize in advance.
I'll be good.
Venusaur versus Rosemon. Is that something that can be
Well,
debatable,
well,
or do we kind of have a solid answer?
Kurt's gonna try to date Rosemon.
Yes. Kurt's like, Rosemont looked at me nice, and I am in love.
What's his new waifu?
So, for those who don't know, Rosemon was just a giant cactus with boxing gloves. And he got this like cute little pixie flower person. But Venusaur has a lot more powers.
Yeah.
And this is to show you guys I'm not biased or one-sided. I'm gonna give it to Venusaur because that guy's got Vine Whip, he's got Solar Ray, and
Yeah, but she's also
Hold
a
on, hold on.
plant.
Are you
If we're-
raising
if
a
we're
white
going
flag?
by-
Is that what's going on right now?
If we're going by
You're raising a
Pokemon
white
typing,
flag?
I know I'm not raising my
Like
flag.
if a
Colin, if we're going by Pokemon typing, they don't do anything to each other.
Oh,
It's
there's-
grass versus grass.
Venusaur does have poison. So poison can still affect a boxing cactus, I guess.
Oh,
No,
she's
I'm
a
saying
flying
she's
rose
from a
pixie.
cactus.
She was originally a giant cactus boxing gloves, and now she's a little pixie.
Okay, so
And
It's
that-
about human size.
so pixie that okay.
For my Digimon fans, when Palmon first digivolved into Togomon, weren't you like, what the hell is going on? You guys remember that?
I love
Like, you got Palmon, she's like a cute little like plant person with like claws and stretch it out. It's like Digivolve to Togomon, like boxing gloves on a big cactus person. I remember watching that going, what the
I
hell?
loved it.
You loved it?
I loved it. I was like, you look so funny, and I love you. I want to give you a hug despite you being a giant cactus.
I'd hug Rosemon as
I'll give it to you guys because in the anime, Ash's Bulbasaur, the Venusaur, it's like a really nice kind of Pokemon. So it would not battle like a little pixie girl.
Okay, but what about like if Gary had a Venusaur?
Ooh, yeah.
I heard that.
That Venusaur goes in like solar beam and be poisoning people. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody. Cool. Anybody oppose these decisions of it sounds like Venusaur would demolish Rosemon?
This guy,
And he's a Digimon fan.
I would just like to point out that Venusaur learned poison types by a level up. It has to be by Tia.
But it can still learn them.
this panel.
No, that is true. You have to teach it, but they can still learn it. You know, it's like in real life. You don't necessarily learn everything by leveling up. You have to learn some books.
Oh snap! Stop getting so adulting philosophical on this. I don't
Stay in school, kids.
Stay in school, or you'll be like us. I don't know if that's an insult. Hold on.
So
Okay.
Digimon 3, Pokemon 1? Is that what I'm at right now?
I think that might be the.
I am not
No.
doing a
We
good
still gotta
job.
win the crowd over. That's my. Check on your seats.
Can I at least have those who have never watched Digimon promise me they'll give it a chance? Like they'll watch it and give it an honest chance? You said no?
It is a pretty good show.
Okay,
It's
like
pretty
just
good.
give it an honest chance.
Okay, I have a question for the crowd.
To be fair, I don't watch Pokemon either.
Okay, fair.
To be fair,
This guy
okay.
is just our friend. He likes us as people. Who has seen the original Digimon from like the 90s? Oh, okay. See, that would be my recommendation because that soundtrack is like our childhood, right?
Yeah, so
Right?
the
Super
soundtrack is
good. Jimmy and I found out right before the panel that we still have it on CD. It still kills.
Wait. The soundtrack?
Yeah, we have the soundtrack on CD.
I had it on cassette once.
Okay, wait, for those people that, and Kurt's gonna be like, you did this already, but hold on. The Digi-Rap. Do you guys remember it? You guys remember it? Okay,
Yeah.
that killed it. I was about to do a big like crowd thing, but no one seemed really stoked on
And
it.
the
So,
Poke Rap. Who remembers that?
Yeah.
Like the whole
Do you
thing
remember
or
it,
just the
Kurt?
portions
Oh God, I
that they
remember the whole
were
thing. Run into Pidgey, Bulbasaur.
you got like 3 Pokemon in.
I know like one verse and then I stopped trying to memorize it. 'cause
And
I
then
wanted to
Batman
say,
Beyond started. You were like,
yeah.
Well, now, if we're talking about the movie though, if we're talking about the
Yeah,
original
let's get to
Pokemon
the
movie, who cried when they thought Ash died? All right. That's some emotional, heavy emotional stuff in the Pokemon movie.
And the rest of you
You guys
were
are
just
wimps.
Alright,
breaking
those-
the rest
those
of
of
you.
you-
Soulless beings.
Those of you who watched the Digimon movie, who cried of laughter at how hilarious those one-liners were?
Yes.
If you ever watched Digimon, it's on YouTube. It's not great quality because it hasn't got an official release. Like,
It's free though.
but it's free. Go on YouTube. You can skip the Angela Anaconda skit at the beginning, but like when but when you watch the actual movie, it's just full of these like great one-liners that I'm like, whoever was writing this was having such a good time, and they recorded everything and just put in the funniest lines because like these background characters have no story, but like they say the funniest thing, like "Thank you for visiting .com," and I'm like 10 and I'm cracking up and it's the best thing in the world.
And
So-
I'm 31 cracking up. That's
oh no, I still put this movie on and just listen to it because it's such a good time. It's definitely funnier than any Pokemon movie.
What's funnier, that or the Team Rocket banter?
Oh, this movie.
Oh, come on.
Do I hear crickets?
No, Digimon the movie is literally the funniest thing ever, and it knows what it's doing. It knows it's Frankensteining 3 different anime movies into one American
Oh
anime
yeah,
movie.
that's a fun fact.
Or
So the-
Ryan Reynolds singing the Pokemon song as Pikachu.
Well, the thing is,
Oh, he's talking live action.
if you bring in Ryan Reynolds to anything, like we're gonna lose. But
Wait,
Ryan Reynolds.
Wait, hold on, time out. Raise your hand if you liked the Detective Pikachu movie. Alright.
Yeah.
Was it because Ryan Reynolds sang the song?
I think
No.
it's kind of how I felt about Death Note and Cowboy Bebop. It wasn't like the best thing in the world, but we're glad that it even existed. And I'm sorry if I'm speaking for everyone. But like the fact that we had a chance at this day and age to see these animes that we watched over and over and over again in a live action sort of way, we were just happy they even existed. And Digimon hasn't had that chance yet, but I think it's gonna happen. Did you say Beyblade? Oh, I thought you said Beyblade. That would be
Wait,
cool.
speaking of creepy dating characters, who wants to hook up with the creepy Ditto person from Detective Pikachu? Her eyes.
I think you might, because you try to hook up with like at least 2 Digimon so far.
Well, hold on. Who here is a furry secretly at home?
There's a few. Okay, so
Would you do that guy, Kurt? He's just with the furry right now.
you're scared. I'll change. I'll change your promise.
Leave your home.
I can be better. Okay, so if we're talking about falling in love with our creatures, I'm just saying the Digimon actually look like humans, so it's less creepy than people would try to hook up with like a carnivore. Or like,
Is it?
Let's move on. We obviously scared people away with that
okay, I'm
comment.
sorry. You know what? No, those who are
Let's
here,
go back to our host.
I like cats. Let's talk about cats.
oh, that have a Digimon for you.
Kurt is like, who likes furries? And everyone's furries over there.
Sorry, not to make this creepier, but technically in the game, they do mention that people married Pokemon, so please don't marry Pokemon.
Mr. Mime was with Ash's mom.
That's true.
No.
Oh, he's
I
back.
like cats.
He's not embarrassed.
He's back.
Let's talk about Gatomon and Meow.
He just had to go smooch his wolf wife over there. That's
I was like, it is too early to get this weird.
I'd say we did better,
But I did warn everybody,
Back
it's
to
gonna
the
get
host.
weird really quick.
Welcome to Anime Pasadena, everybody.
No, but for reals, let's talk about cats. Meowth and Gatomon.
Oh, Gatomon. So Meowth just turns into a slightly bigger cat, or into Garfield, or it just depends on where you capture it, right? But Gatomon is always cute.
And also, Gatomon's a champion level, and I think Meowth's more could rumble with a rookie.
Yeah.
And Gatomon, not a lot of people know that it's champion. So she's like with Greymon, Garurumon, you know, all those people that like go to the big boss battles at first. So I think that Gatomon's got on top of Meowth because I believe Meowth just throws money at people. Right?
Well, let's talk about that for a
Along
second.
with bribery.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Would you rather have a cute cat? They're both cute cats, right?
They're fighting, though.
Or a cute cat that can provide you infinite money because that's one of their attacks.
Guys, it's not about who you want, it's a
It's
versus
just a few coins, like it just
It's
maybe
the
makes you
cat that
market.
will pay for your bill.
Aren't they fighting? It's not what we're talking about?
I don't know.
Because I'd rather have Meowth with
money
the
in
gold coins, but them fighting, Gatomon would mess that little money-hungry cat up.
So wait, are we talking just any Meowth or the one from the anime? Because the one from the anime lost that ability when he learned to talk.
Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. Which Meowth is it? We need
I'm
to get
just
specific.
we have any
Okay,
clarification.
if we're talking about a battle, let's go with the non-talking Meowth. with-
Okay. And then we get an infinite money.
Yeah, Gatomon will still win, like an actual fight. It is not who you would rather have in your wallet. Like who would you?
What would be the one-hit KO that Gatomon would put down?
Oh, it would just digivolve into Digimon.
No, that's not the
Step
question.
on it.
That's not the
and go
question.
back.
Her attack is like cat slash or something really simple, but those claws are gnarly. You know, she's not your average cat.
Have you seen the anime? Have you seen King Rocket get scratched up by?
Yeah, but they lived.
And they're humans.
Yeah, because Meowth doesn't want to murder.
I have
people.
a
We know this.
cat. I have a cat at home who also scratches me, and I'm alive. And I'm
Probably hurts
well.
worse. So I'd just like to say that we were fair about Venusaur, but everything else we've been pretty much Digimon. I do give Venusaur over Rosemon.
Okay,
But
let's-
this one, I got Gatomon.
What
for
about
sure.
Charizard and Wargreymon?
Oh,
Greymon.
come on, Nova Flare? Anyone?
So is this just standard Charizard, or is it like one of the weird like mega?
They both fly. Charizard just breathes stuff out of his mouth.
He's not even a dragon type.
And
What's
Digimon forms a sun up here and just chucks it at Charizard.
And he has giant claws that are
Sorry,
made of
Kurt,
actual
I tried my
blades.
best.
Alright.
I tried my best.
Oh, not a dragon type.
My new best friend to talk to me.
Are you saying people have to be what they look like in life? They can't be a different thing?
Oh, Kurt.
Are you guys hating on flying types that are
You're losing
that
crowd
look
right
like
now.
a dragon?
Damn it, Kurt.
The crowd's coming.
He can be a dragon type if he like mega
running out of things to
evolves, but he's flying fire.
But let's be honest though, if we're talking like anime Charizard, like Ash's Charizard, that it would just fall asleep. It wouldn't even want to fight because it knew it could destroy anything in the universe. It wouldn't even listen.
Oh. No, he's just
Whoa.
It would
Ash
literally
is a terrible
fly.
trainer.
It would literally fly any Digimon into space and then bring it back down and slam.
Charizard knows that Ash is a terrible trainer. He let go of Butterfree. And he's
He
like,
let Butterfree
he'll
go
let me
live
go,
with
and
other
he doesn't care
Butterfree.
about me. And he left me at this temple with other Charizards.
I think that our warrior elf friend could kick Charizard's ass. I'm just gonna say that.
Yes.
Like, War Great.
I'm intimidated by our war elf.
Although, how tall are you? Because in real life Charizard's like 5'11", so we gotta put that in there.
Yeah, that's a great point because
6 foot.
because so not only that, but War Greymon is like literally towers over it. Ty can be on his shoulder. Just hanging
Are you
out.
familiar with David versus Goliath, the famous story?
So you're saying that Charizard is gonna throw a rock?
Yep.
Kurt, if you joined the Digimon side, we'd be unstoppable. We'd be like state championships. Join us.
And I think we had some people that wanted to say something.
Yeah, please.
So, yes, please.
There's a specific way that actually settles this fight called Death Battle. Look it up later.
Oh god.
And guess who won? Digimon won. It's a full CG battle, right, Marquise? Yes. And I know Marquise is not a plug, I promise.
He knows that he got his
50.
I think he's Pokemon. Aren't you Team Pokemon?
Digimon, actually.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
so
not plug.
Hold on, I'm gonna go on Facebook and unfollow.
Hey,
somebody
Marquise,
right
check
now.
under your seat.
Were there any other statements in
I'd
regards
like-
to
I'd
this
like to
very
hear this
specific
guy.
debate?
I was about to say the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. But let's go back to the raps.
Not canon. Death battle, not canon.
Raps.
Yes, did you
I would love to hear Colin do the Digimon rap.
Oh,
Does anybody else want to hear
yeah.
this madness?
Yes.
Will you guys help me off the course if I don't mess it up all the No? She's
Yes.
I'll be back up.
I love how you just right in front of me, just hating everything I'm saying. All right.
She got 50.
I don't know if I know the whole words, but I might just freestyle a bit. All right, ready? The Digivolution is up and running. Did you see it? Did you hear it? Did you know what's coming? The Destiny starts today. Let me hear you say Digimon, Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champions.
Okay, go ahead if you want
Right?
to.
Right? I heard some people.
I wanna be the very best.
No, we said Digirap. We said Digirap. Pokemon has their own rap. It's called the Poke Rap. No, it's Digirap versus Poke Rap.
The Poke rap. Kurt, I would love to
I
see you
wanna
try
be
like
the
a full
best
Poke
there
rap.
ever was.
It's like Pikachu, 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 Pikachu.
Predator, Pidgey.
Gengar.
Well, there's also the Team Rocket rap, which I also don't remember. But,
Does anybody know the Team Rocket
does
rap?
anybody know
We
the Team
need-
Rocket
we need
rap
to,
remember
like-
from the show?
Wait, does anyone
No.
here know the Poke Rap in full?
Does anybody know the Poke rap? I'd be like insanely impressed. I do have like, we have Digimon things that I could give you to the Pokemon rapper. It's a bribe, but
If anybody raps one of the songs completely, we'll
It's
give you
the
a prize.
Hello Kitty Digimon crossover. I'm serious. I saw this online.
Anybody willing to sing one of the songs?
I have a Hatsune Miku Agumon pin. If anyone,
if anybody wants to try.
these are legit collaborations, by the way.
Tiffany and I have friendship, which is much better than a physical thing.
I think we established that I also have friendship, the crest of friendship.
Digimon kids, right?
And if anyone is going to Mexico anytime soon,
Well, if you go to Mexico with that money, be sure to get a halucha. The luchador Pokemon.
Oh my gosh.
We'll
And
Venmo you 'cause
see,
we're
now I'm
Digimon.
curious. Is there anybody in the audience that would love to hear them yell at each other about a Pokemon versus a Digimon that is not an obvious, like, oh, obviously this person will win? 'Cause
I don't think we've been yelling.
Reddit does not like
you're talking
me.
with passion.
Go.
I got a quick one for the cats. You were like, it just evolves into something bigger and steps on. But like, Meowth's evolution is like a lion, a cougar, right?
Yeah, and
You're the
angel.
first. You gotta get the evolution.
It's a giant angel.
It's a giant sexy angel that God's gonna marry someday.
Or a sphinx. So it goes into a sphinx afterwards, like in two.
Hold on, it depends on which Persian though. Because if it's the Team Rocket evil criminal Persian.
They're really trying to like.
Well, the thing is,
So to answer your question,
go anyway.
so it wasn't. I don't think any of us said that she's gonna grow and step on them. I don't.
Oh,
think
I said it.
You said
I said it. I said it, but like I said it jokingly.
But this cat goes from an angel to a giant dragon, and then if you get the certain eggs, she goes into like this badass sphinx. And so it was never along the lines of like cat versus cat. We did that. But if it was to go to Meowth going to a bigger cat, it's still an angel and a dragon.
Can we discuss how that doesn't make any sense?
That's the best part. There is literally a dragon Digimon called Gundramon. It's a dragon made out of guns. And it is the best thing ever. Sheriffmon is a giant gun with a cowboy hat.
See,
I'm just saying.
with Pokemon, we like stuff that makes sense. When we have a fish that turns into an octopus in the evolution, I'm still mad about it.
Yeah, you have a Pokemon that's a trash bag.
Oh, and how like. and
because
he was just
Sparkies,
backwards.
there
The
is-
trash bag
Wait,
says
those
something
stop,
about the
guys.
pollution of the planet.
No, I mean, he made a point with like how Pokemon names make sense because there's like Ekans, but it's snake backwards. But also there's like
And Muck
different
is
translations.
great.
I think everyone's busy Googling Sheriffmon right now.
We can't do that.
That's true. We are in the
Yeah.
whole of void. This void.
This is the void,
This is
yeah.
void. Any other?
So for those of you who have been wanting to check your Twitter and haven't stepped out to do so, thank you. Love you.
All right, then do it with the
Killer. Killer,
I
killer.
have a comment for Sheriff Mon because I haven't seen it. Texas question mark?
Yes, yes, that accent. It is the best thing in the world. And then if you like Halloween, there's Pumpkinmon, is a jack-o'-lantern, and he stacks in his head. An axe in his head. There's Wizardmon.
Jeez, violence.
I cried. Yes. Oh my. And
I feel
yes.
like our Digimon fans are a little bit scattered, but you're there. I respect the hell out of all of you.
We're all around.
Aw, so sweet.
There's a Digimon for everyone.
Open for the audience. Anything. Any more like,
Marquise has one?
verses? Any more topics?
My plug?
I'm gonna fight the debate for you guys. Elamon versus Infernape.
Sorry, say it one more time.
Elamon, you
The,
know,
the Elvis monkey. Yes, that's a real thing.
yeah, versus Infernape.
Oh, Infernape.
Infernape is a fire monkey.
Okay, so I only know the 151 of Pokemon. I'm sorry.
Infernape's basically a fire monkey that's the same.
As a Digimon fan, I think Infernape takes this one only because Edamon is this monkey with sunglasses.
I think he throws bananas at
He
you.
does.
I mean, we've established that sunglasses are pretty powerful. Though.
He could Digivolve into Metal Edamon, but I don't know.
So Pokemon takes this one for sure.
Dang.
It makes you.
Oh,
You're right.
she's awesome too.
So you and I have to become friends. I'm just saying.
Unless the attack missed, it wasn't 100% effective, and Infernape got
Oh,
away.
Digimon don't miss.
Or it moved because of the power of love, like in the video games, when it moves because you're shouting for them.
Oh, that's so cute. So wait, if I yell at you loud enough and hard enough,
If you love me, I'll move out of the way of attack.
Seemed to work for my
I
mom.
love you, Kurt.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
yes.
Birdmon versus Moltres.
Oh man.
Thank
Okay.
you for being here.
Birdmon and Moltres are both firebirds. I believe Birdmon's huge, right? Because Sora's like on her like one little finger. But I think Moltres is like the legendary Pokemon, right? With a bunch more attacks. So I'm gonna go Moltres, and I'm trying to be fair this whole panel. I just hope that you guys like us as Digimon representatives at the very end of it.
Colin just doesn't want hate mail at the end of the day.
Yeah,
He's being more fair than I'm like super biased.
But Birdmon's huge, but I think she only has like 1 or 2 attacks, and I think Moltres has a variety of like legendary attacks. So,
But with the crest of love,
don't argue with anything.
No, I'll go Birdmon on this because Moltres is just kind of ugly. It looks like a fire chicken.
Birdmon's ugly too, I think.
Wait, so Birdmon wins?
Okay, I'll take it.
Just based on design.
We'll take the win.
I think if we're going based off design, I think Digimon takes it
Wow. I don't think so.
overall.
No. I like simple, easy to follow designs. That guns all over the place.
I like stuff that it looks like someone was just drawing and they just didn't know when to stop.
Like shoulder cannons.
Pokemon has a few of those though too.
I guess you're right, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm assuming for like outrageous character monster designs, Digimon kind of.
Yeah.
I mean,
Last.
it just sounds ridiculous right now when they describe the Digimon. I'm just like,
There's this meme
what?
that's been going around, like with Pokemon, their evolutions are usually linear. So it's a small turtle goes to a medium turtle to a huge turtle. With Digimon, it goes from this cute little cat to like a dragon with guns. Like, how does that work? And that's the best. And sometimes they add genes to them. And it's, to me, I just love that. It's so random, so predictable, and depending on how you bond and train your Digimon might determine the outcome of how it digivolves. And it always goes back after you're done.
Here's me breaking microphones again. Go ahead.
How about Untitled versus Cubimon?
What was the first one? Sorry.
Ninetales.
Ninetales was Cubimon. So Cubimon and Ninetales are similar. They're both fox types with a lot of tails. But I'd say Cubimon takes it because that season was nuts. Season 3, Tamers, anyone out there? You guys know that one? That one was like a fight against the universe, and their attacks were gruesome and like really, really heavy. And also Cubimon was interesting because they had the whole humanity battle, so Cubimon really had to like prove. Renamon himself was always the best rookie. I'd say Cubimon was the best champion. So I'm gonna go Cubimon just because of that one attack where all the tails light up in this like blue fire and just light up the whole entire TV screen.
On the flip side, Alolan Ninetales is very pretty, and people will agree with me.
Very pretty.
Oh,
Very
beautiful.
pretty.
Beautiful. Yeah, the Alolan designs for Vulpix and Ninetales is just
That's true.
chef's
Got the
kiss.
power of ice.
Power of ice, but we're talking about standard Ninetales.
Well, it is
Right?
a standard. It's just a regional.
I mean, the original before we went into the Alolan area.
Do you guys ever think that maybe since Pokemon's more successful in like a financial way, Digimon's like, I'm gonna make these the most powerful, badass creatures ever because Pokemon's killing it in their own like cutesy, more successful financial way over here, and Digimon's like, okay, here we go, like way up here, making everything over exaggerated. That's what we're.
It's like a hold my beer moment.
I think I know where that's coming from because with Pokemon, it's so big and successful that you do anything wrong, the fans yell at you.
Oh.
Like, oh, you ruined my childhood despite my childhood being perfectly intact. With Digimon, it has its niche fans, and they're more willing to be more creative and just kind of throwing stuff at the wall and see what sticks, and just kind of being able to let that flow. And I think that has a lot.
Let me ask the expert here, Tiffany. Do you prefer ridiculous stuff or cute things?
Cute things.
Okay.
The expert? Okay.
The expert of cute things.
Cute things.
Well, Digimon has a lot of cute things as well.
Oh,
And then
But
they get gnarly, and then they go back to cute again.
Yeah, I was talking to, you guys know Christopher Came in Lee, Power Rangers in Space.
Andros.
And he was trying to argue that Pokemon were more badass, and my argument was, well, Pokemon, yeah, they're more badass, but they stay badass. With Digimon, they're badass when you need them to be. But when you want them to be cute, they're cute, they fit in your pocket, not really, but they're in your car, you hang out, but then when you need them to be badass, they grow into be like the size of a skyscraper. And then once they save the world, they come back and you're cute again. You go get McDonald's. It's great.
Wouldn't you rather have your like pet dragon just always be a dragon you can ride?
No, that's
I don't
no.
think that
I which is why Pokeballs are a thing, right? Because you don't want your Gyarados ruining your living room. But the thing is, he's in a Pokeball, and that can't be comfortable.
It's a great place in there. Everybody seen the images of little Pikachu reading his book and the Pokeball?
I've only seen the Adult Swim thing where he's having a rave with his Pokeball.
Yeah, but I mean, after a while, it's like I would rather hang out with my Pikachu. I'd rather sit on the couch, right, and watch, Hawkeye on Disney Plus with my Pikachu, right?
Yeah, which you can do if you live in like one of the areas like
I
I live in Pikachu, the city where they don't battle with Pokemon. The Pokemon
But like,
live
if I had
alongside
like a Gyarados or whatever, I can't watch Hawkeye with him.
Sure you can.
No, I can't.
I mean,
I'll lose.
projector, but we got like 5 minutes, so last.
If you're being forced to choose, sure, the size variation works. But can you soul bond multiple Digimon?
Some have.
DNA digivolution.
Yeah.
Fusion.
So yes. Oh,
With
and
blood transfusions, yes.
and not only that, but who here likes superheroes? Right? Right? So there's a season of Digimon where they turn into Digimon, the humans, the kids.
Yeah.
It's like Power Rangers.
The crowd goes wild.
So like,
I think it's really good too.
it's a great season with a killer theme song. I'm just saying, if you want to become a superhero, maybe check out Digimon Frontier. And there's a plus size guy named JP, and like you don't see that.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap up because it is 46. But thank you guys so much for coming in, watching this entertainment. But before we leave and let you guys escape from us, raise your hand if you're still Team Pokemon or if you transitioned to Team Pokemon. Yeah?
Oh, I think we got
And then Digimon?
Yeah!
Wow. Creative.
Thank you guys so much. You made my entire call.
To Jimmy.
Who wants this pin? It's Hudson. Okay. So who am I giving it to?
Or the elf.
Throw it.
The elf or that guy.
I'll toss it to the elf.
Yes.
So yeah.
Colin can do it. He's spry. He's a Power Ranger. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to Tiffany, Kurt, Jimmy, Colin. Thank you, Anime Pasadena. I'm your attempted moderator, Stephanie. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah,
If you want to follow Colin on Instagram, he's Colin K. Bass. I'm Jimmy is a geek on everything.
WLFK Films or the Kurt Bros.
And I am the seamstress.
Boom.
And now Team Rocket is blasting off at the speed of light.